Okay, the NBA draft is right around the corner. Free agency, player acquisitions, trades, a lot of good things coming for the Detroit Pistons. We have our coach in place, coaching staff's getting in place, and now it's really time to make the right moves to get into a position where we're not terrible next year. I mean, let's just start. Let's do something. So here's an idea. Have an opportunity to acquire a superstar in this proposed trade. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Let me know in the comments. And ESPN put this together, and what they were trying to do is really kind of be realistic about it. I mean, there's not many superstars that we're going to be able to acquire, but this one I like it. I like it because we have an opportunity to kind of do something here. So here is the 3-team trade. We are going to send Bojan and Isaiah Stewart and the number 5 pick out, and Zion Williamson comes in. Now, superstar in the making still with Zion. So it's not like a true superstar, but when he plays, and let's just assume that he plays generally like he should and that he plays as much as he should, then you're getting Zion Williamson. And so what's nice about this is you got Cade, you've got Ivy, Zion, Duran. You'd be so incredibly athletic, and your team just elevates. But the Bojan I love, and the reason I love him is because he's the only like true pro vet that we have on our team. He can score, he can do a lot of things. I don't think we want to get rid of him. Like I really struggle getting rid of him. Isaiah Stewart, kind of a piece. Hey, another team would run with him. I get that, but for us, it's fine, right? I don't know. Isaiah, you can go back and forth on that, but Bojan is the one in a way a cornerstone piece for us. I know Cade is, I know Ivy, but he's like a true professional on our team. We don't have many of those guys on the team, so I hate getting rid of him for Zion, who, let's just say, worst case scenario, doesn't play, injured, weird. I mean, there's been times when I think he's healthy, but he still doesn't want to play, or it's just he has some weird stuff. He's overweight, he's underweight. Like, what is going on? So I don't think I like this trade. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. This is a trade that I just don't like because Zion is so up and down, and I hate to see us mess this up and forfeit that number 5 pick, get a guy that's going to be injured, get rid of your true score. I mean, last year he was our only, like, I can kind of count on you. I can trust you. And everybody else was, I don't know, see how they play tonight. Let's see if this player, that Bojan, was consistent. He's a veteran. He's a pro. He's a scorer. He checks a lot of boxes. Like, we don't have to mess with him. I don't want to mess with him. So Zion is athletic and high ceiling, and maybe he hasn't even really scratched the surface yet just because he hasn't played enough. That, I know, it's a good one. So here we go. A little bit more on this. The Pelicans get Bojan, Stewart, and the number 2 pick, which seems pretty good for Zion, or maybe not good enough, right? Like, the number 2 pick is the part that really entices you. You're not going to get the number 1, which Wembanyama, like, we know that. So that number 2 pick is valuable, but not obviously as valuable considering you're not going to get the prize. But of the other teams, of the other 2 teams, I'll get to Detroit in a second. The Hornets seem to be most likely to walk away from this as they move back 3 spots in the draft just to pick up another late lottery pick. Yeah, that's right. We're not even talking about the Hornets. So they move back 3 spots and pick up a 14. They could just be like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm good with 14. And that's what's so fascinating to me about the NBA draft is how, in the NFL, a 14th overall pick is so incredibly valuable. But once you kind of get past pick 10 in the NBA, it's like, I don't know. I don't know if I want it. So that would be a tough one for them. So let's look at grading the trade. I think this is pretty interesting here. Grading the trade to Zion. So when he's healthy, Zion is a legit MVP candidate, as we saw this past season when he had his team as the number 1 seed in the Western Conference while averaging 26 points and 7 rebounds on otherworldly efficiency. So yes, I don't want to downplay Zion. Like, he is legit. This guy is really legit, but can he stay consistent, healthy, and is he going to be around? I don't know. And it's hard to, in the middle of this I don't know if we're in the middle of the end or what of this rebuild tank thing. Man, part of me is like, don't screw around with something like this. Just draft, get a good. We've got plenty of cap space. We can get 2 really good free agents and a number 5 pick, and let all of our guys grow up another year. We've got the right coaching staff in place. Like, we've gone this far. Like, stick to the plan. Other part of me is like, is it really working? Like, what we're doing now? Let's go. Let's get Zion. So let me know your thoughts again in the comments. Now, here's the thing about Boyan. He's 35 years old and has 1 year left on his deal. That's a really good. That's a major point. Isaiah Stewart, a role player, though this would be a tough one. I love Beef Stew, and the number 5 pick in a weak draft with no projected superstar outside the top 10. The Pistons will still have additional cap space to sign free agents and suddenly go from the seller to a potential playoff team without giving up any of their core guys. And here it is right here. Okay. Cade, a free agent, or excuse me, Cade, Jaden, free agent, Zion, and Jalen Duren. That's not bad. This team has huge upside, a ton of talent. Every guy is 22 years or under. That's what's really good and really bad. So this is, I'm talking myself in both directions here. I don't like the trade. I just don't like it. I don't like it. That's where I'm going to stand on it. But because, hey, every guy's 22 years and under, it's like, I know, I don't know if that's great. That's really exciting and cool. And then the other side, you could say, hey, everybody's young. We're growing up together, and hey, the sky's the limit. But I think at the end of the day, I don't mind that Boyan's 34. And I just think if you go here, Boyan, free agents, stick to it, and we're fine. That number 5 pick, and then it all goes back really to what you think of the number 5 pick. If there's somebody there that you like at 5 and you really think can do something, then yeah, then that's, you just stay there and pick somebody at 5. You need top players to win championships, and this would be one way, albeit a risky one for the Detroit Pistons. I may be in the minority here, but at the 5th pick, Boyan and Stewart are the cost. I would take the plunge on Zion, bring huge excitement to Detroit, and just pray that, like Joel Embiid, Zion gets healthy for some bad injury luck and eventually becomes an MVP. Well said on the other side. Hey, look, let's do it. What are we doing? Let's just do it. And maybe it turns like, yeah, Joel Embiid had problems there for a few years and then just been healthy, good, solid. Maybe that's Zion. Maybe he's like, all right, rough start to my NBA career, but I'm just going to be awesome. And that'd be awesome. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I can't really decide on this one. Eventually I decided no way, don't want to do it, but you let me know your thoughts in the comments, and join us for the NBA draft. That's coming up. We're going to go live, a lot of fun, ask a lot of questions, hang out, and really see who the Pistons are going to draft at number 5. And we'll see all of you on the next one.